Okay, so we're looking now at the fact that the missing fret, the missing fret for the magic circle, which is in between the C and the E here in the magic circle, all right, is the magic fret for the key of G flat, because the magic fret's always going to be on the sixth. So if you want to find the magic fret, whatever key you're in, you could be playing an F there. So the magic fret would be down on D minor. So the third would be in between the F and the A. Okay. The magic fret is always on the sixth, the minor sixth, the Aeolian fret of the key you're playing in. So in the key of C, the magic fret is A. In the key of G flat, the magic fret is E flat. But it gets interesting because the magic fret for the key of G flat is the missing fret for the key of C. All right, now, and another thing that I just realized here, but I know it looks wrong, but it isn't. An octave below that missing fret, okay, we don't have the C and the E right there. We don't have the C and the E on the magic circle there. We're in the middle of the key of D there. So that's interesting. All right, just so I don't get too far ahead and seem like I'm smart and I really just put it on pause and pondered for 30 years on this and then decided to unpause it and say, I got the answer. So I didn't really get the answer, but look, we have this here, this third gap in the magic circle. We got C going to E. We've got the missing fret there with a D on top. We've got C going to E, an octave lower. This is an octave, right? And we got the same situation, the D here and the E and the C on top. So it gets interesting, but it suffices to say that the missing fret, let me finish the sentence, the missing fret is in between the C and the E, and that's because of the magic circle, and that's because of the tuning. Okay, now remember what the magic circle is. The magic circle came from this start cage from any string, right? Now let's look at our magic circles here. Wow, this has got a lot of stuff. So if say we want to start a G shape from an E, this is just how I stumbled onto it. It isn't exactly the best way to explain it, I'm realizing, but you start a G shape from the third string and it becomes an E shape. All right, so up here, a G shape from the third string. Let's say we got a G shape here in the key of G. Something like that. We want to start a G shape from the third string. Now I'm going to start it from the same note to keep it simple. So here's a G shape. Now I have to warp it up. So I've warped that into what? Okay, well, I can tell by looking at it, it's an E shape. You look at it right here, the cursor's sitting there on an E shape. So you play a G shape from the third string from the same note, you get an E shape. If you just want to play a G shape from the third string in the same fret, you know, it's going to go up a fourth and up another fourth, right? So you're really, you know, you're turning on the magic circle there. So you got a G shape. When you go up one string, right? Let's start a G shape on the magic fret here. So it'd be, so we got the G shape here, So we put our finger on the magic fret, put it on the G note, okay, and we go up to the C, all right, and we start it, and then one more. Now we're in trouble because we're going to an E shape there. Okay, we're going up to there. It's going to be an E shape. Didn't exactly land on the same shape there, but the theory holds. I'm just saying that I usually use this chart to start from the same note that we were on. So let's say start a C shape from the fourth string, it becomes a D shape. Okay, if I'm going to do a C shape, I'm going to, let's say, do an open C shape. Your fret nut would be here. Here's your C shape. Now from the fourth string, I'm going to find another E here. Right there, it becomes a D shape. And that's how that works. You can do it on the same string. All right, I just want to show you, if I start a G shape regular, and I want to start that G shape on the second string, just one note above it, same fret, it becomes a C shape. So you can see on the magic circle how G goes to C, like that. It still works. It's just a little more difficult because I started it too high up on the string. So it works whether you're starting it from the same note or just moving up one string. We did that in the previous lesson. Okay, so when we do shapes that stay on the same fret, and we want to do that when we're looking at the string note rule. So you start here, string 1, start note, string 2 rather, start note, play next counterclockwise letter on the magic circle. So that's how we had was a G shape would go to a C shape. I seem to be mixing up my clockwise and counterclockwise, but we can talk about that. It's one way or the other. You just look at the magic circle, and you'll figure out which way you're going. Okay, let's just take a breather because we're probably a little bit past halfway through the lesson. And I'm not going to do a review right now. I just want to take a breather. Okay, we've gone through the black and white key paradox. The magic fret for the key of G flat is the missing fret for the key of C. Pentatonically, all the white keys and all the black key frets are reciprocal magic and missing frets for each other. Okay, so we looked at that, and that's quite interesting. It'll help you find your way around. A lot of guitar designs have, like, and if this was a YouTube I was watching, I would expect something to flash and the guy be playing on stage, and you'll see the white instead of dots, there's these big white squares. They're suggestive of these frets that are magic frets. They're white key frets. The problem is you can't tell them apart. Where are the notes? So that's why I colored them individually. Let's look at this right here. Now I'm going to grab this, and we're going to make a big one so you can see for sure. This is the magic circle. Okay, clockwise, we go, nobody's going to argue about what's clockwise or counterclockwise on the magic circle. So we go C to E to A to D to G. Okay, that's on the magic circle. So the C shape, we could start down here. Okay, and then the E shape would be adjacent to that. Now this is a little difficult because, let me explain here. I put the capo on. So we got the C shape, right? Okay, but the A shape, if we want in cage, C would go to the A shape, but in the tripentatonic, This would be sharing notes with the C shape. As a matter